Welcome to the Later Maybe podcast. I'm Lauren and this is Kayleigh.
Hi.
No guest today. It's just us. It's just us. Kayleigh, I want to ask you what you think about this statement. I will feel better about myself. I'll feel more confident about myself. I feel like I'm enough when I lose the weight.
No, don't believe that for a second. Because what does lose the weight look like?
Yeah.
I feel like people who just want to lose the weight or their goal is just, I want to be skinny.
Yeah.
Can always get more skinny.
Mm-hmm.
That's where there's a bit of a disconnect. If you have a set goal, say you weigh this now and you want to weigh that, you want to weigh this in 8 weeks.
Yeah.
And you get there, I guarantee you're going to feel the same.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think the problem is not necessarily the weight, right? It's not. So we all want to lose a little bit of weight. Like there's no one that you can speak to who will not say, oh, just 2 kilos or 3 kilos or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's what everyone believes the weight loss is going to give them. That self-esteem, that confidence, that,
and it helps a little bit.
Yeah, well, it does.
But I think the self-esteem issues, the lack of confidence comes from something else. Mm-hmm. People just like to sort of piggyback it onto their weight struggles.
And that's why today's conversation, it's a much in demand piece.
Very
right,
anticipated.
Very much in demand. But it's not just about the weight loss. We cannot deny there has been some weight loss going on in this room.
Yeah.
But it's about identity, self-worth, relationships with yourself and those around you, and how that all ties into weight. So let's go.
Let's get into it, guys. It's going to be deep.
So Kayleigh, like, what has been going on? Like, set the scene for us. Why have you decided to have this conversation here?
Well, first of all, it's with you. So, like, let's bang it out. Things are just sort of like a roll.
Right.
But I do feel like I have shared quite a significant amount of information that goes in one ear, out the other.
Yeah.
When people say to me, and trust me, at least 3 or 4 times a week I get, what are you doing? What are you eating? Tell me your secret.
Yeah.
I need to know.
The secret, right? It's got to be
It's got to be something like, it's got to be something that I've got like in my pocket, like here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the problem is they all know the answer. They just don't like it. Mm-hmm. They don't like it because it's hard.
Yeah.
They don't like it because they don't want to prioritize diet and exercise, and diet and exercise is far too vague.
Yeah.
So they actually have no idea where to go. So they're looking for something. And trust me, I've been there.
Yeah.
Just after I had Blair, I was constantly in people's DMs. Like when I saw them drop a bit of weight, let me know what you're doing. Are you following a guide? Are you following a program? Mm-hmm. You could have sent me that program. I wasn't going to do it.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know the answer.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, where the frustration is.
Okay.
So I think this setting was a little bit easier to have this conversation, and it's a lot longer because it's not just diet and exercise.
Right. No. So let's go back a little bit. Let's like rewind it before the weight loss.
Yes.
So post Blair. Okay.
Post Blair.
Should we start there? What did you believe about yourself?
Oh, should we go? Should we do it? I believed that I was not worthy of my husband. I believed that people treated me differently because I looked the way I did. Mm-hmm. I believed that I was just a mom now. So I didn't really need to take care of myself because I had these human beings to take care of.
Yeah.
And as long as they were okay, it was fine. Mm-hmm. But I became a shell in the process of that. Yeah. Self-esteem took a big knock.
For sure.
But I still had to get to the point of actually acknowledging how I felt. That I was completely numb until that point.
Talk to us about that point. Was it a specific incident? Was it a conversation?
I think it was the moment. I think it was a few moments where my husband would have an idea for us to go and do something, go hang out with mates or go do something. And I would always make an excuse why I couldn't go. Mm-hmm. And I would always use the kids. Like, no, and nobody's available to watch the kids. I'm just going to stay at home. You go have a good time. You know, I always get tired.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin your evening by making us go home. But in actual fact, I was embarrassed. Not for myself, for him.
For him.
Because he was in the best shape of his life. Like he got into how rude is this? The dude got into the best shape of his life while I was pregnant with Blair.
Yeah.
And I felt like if people had seen me with him, they would be like, that Marco's wife? Oh, shame.
See, but that's all internal, right?
Yeah, no, if you ask Marco this, he'd be like, what are you talking about? Like he just wanted me to come with him so that we could spend time together.
Sure.
He wasn't thinking that, but the tricks you play in your brain, another story. And that's when I started thinking like, wait, hang on. Hang on, sister.
Yeah.
What is going on here?
That must have been really hard for you emotionally though.
It was, because also I didn't exactly want to voice it.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was my brain playing tricks on me. And I knew it was because I had such bad self-esteem issues.
Yeah. And which is so, I think it's so bizarre for us sitting on the outside, right? Because we see you and we see the confidence, we see the vivaciousness and all of that, and we love it. That's why we're here.
Yeah, but there's a struggle deep down.
Yeah. Where does that come from?
I want to say the hormone dip, because I felt that one. I felt that one the second time.
Yeah.
I do think it was from guilt, because I did this to myself, and people will say, "Oh, but you were pregnant."
Yeah.
I guess I know. Did I have to gain 35 kilos? Probably not. Didn't have to do that. So I think it actually came from a place of guilt.
Okay.
Because I was the reason.
Yeah.
Not the pregnancy.
Yeah. Sure.
So how do I voice how upset I am or how I feel because I did this to myself, actually?
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's also like, there's expected weight gain and all of that.
Yes, but I mean, if I look back at my pregnancy, I treated my body like a theme park. So there is 100% guilt there.
That's quite the statement, right? Like
a theme park. Just every 5 seconds.
Yeah. And then, I mean.
And I wasn't active throughout my pregnancy at all.
Oh, weren't you?
No.
It's hard. It's hard to get into that though.
I think from the first pregnancy, so we lost our first baby at, I think it was 10 and a half weeks.
Okay.
And then when we fell pregnant with Brody, I didn't want to do anything that could jeopardize my pregnancy. Granted, I had no like education around.
Yeah.
You can still work out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, I'm not going to do anything strenuous to maybe do something and then I'm at fault.
You went into that like protection mode, right?
Complete protection mode. And then the same thing happened with Blair.
Okay. Yeah.
Towards the end of the pregnancy with Brody, I trained. I got a little bit more
Okay.
comfortable, but I also hired a trainer.
Okay.
Candice Dawson.
Yes. Yeah.
She's a pre and postnatal coach, and she, I think, made me a little bit more confident that I wasn't going to hurt myself because I was guided.
Okay.
And then when I fell pregnant with Blair, we did start, but I got pelvic girdle pain very early on. I had pubic symphysis very early on. I was just very sore, very uncomfortable. Turns out I had endometriosis covering my whole bladder throughout that pregnancy. So no wonder I was a bit sore.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
So yeah, active was couch to the fridge.
Couch to the fridge.
Although I did have a toddler, so I was fairly
well, yeah,
a little bit more active than I was the first pregnancy.
So take us back to Marco and what you were talking about, with how you were showing up in the relationship. So obviously it changed how you were showing up.
Yes. Yeah. I constantly used Blair as an excuse. Like, I have to be there for her.
Yeah.
And it did help in the stage where I was breastfeeding because I had to be with her.
Yeah. True.
But that didn't last long. That was only the first 3 months.
Then those
3-4 months
start to wear
then it's
thin.
like, shit, what excuse do I have now?
And it wasn't about how he saw you because he was not
privy to my brain's activity at this time. He did not think anything. He was just like, my wife's just had a baby. She needs to get out. I need her to be Kayleigh again,
Yeah.
Because I wasn't.
How were you seeing yourself in those days?
Oh, no. I don't think I looked in a mirror for a couple of months. I said no to every event. There was one event that I went to.
Are we talking work and personal?
Work and personal, yeah. Personal depending on who it was. But work, it was, I still remember I went to a Clarins event. I'd done a lot of work with Clarins before. And every time they had
that event.
Yeah,
you looked gorgeous.
I had a beige dress on and I thought, okay, cool. Like I've got shapewear on, we can do this. And I felt hideous the whole night. And the worst is when So like I will see myself in the mirror, but then I see somebody else's footage.
Okay.
And I'm like, is that? See, like I see something, but people are seeing something different and not in a good way.
How do you know that though?
I did lose quite a fair amount of weight after I had Blair. I was breastfeeding and I was also in survival mode, which 0 out of 10 do not recommend for weight loss. And most people looked at me from where I came from and went, wow, like you look amazing. Yeah. And I went, you don't look good at all. Because I think I was still stuck in like pre-pregnancy brain mode. But I think we all do that to ourselves.
It's like it's never quite enough.
No, exactly. That's why I don't like the whole thing of when I lose weight, I'll be happy. Because weight is so broad. You can always get more skinny. And then you're playing with fire.
Yeah.
So like, where's the end? And is there an end? Because most people, they will establish an end and then they stop everything. Go straight back to normal, straight back to regular habits. And then what happens? Snowballs. Go straight back to the same weight that they were before they started.
Yeah. What kind of work have you had to do mentally?
A lot of self-awareness. How does my brain respond to things? What is my relationship like with food?
Yeah.
I didn't think I was an emotional eater. Turns out I was.
So let's talk about emotional eating. What triggers you?
Anxiety.
Okay.
Anxiety triggers me. So if I'm feeling overwhelmed, it's like, okay, quick, grilled chicken fold over, McDonald's drive-through, chomp, chomp, chomp. Yeah. I feel good for 2 minutes. Do you know what would have also made me feel good? A barefoot walk on some grass and some sunlight.
Yeah. But people discredit that kind of thing, right? It just seems far too simple.
I know, and I love to know, like, where did food replace all of it?
Yeah.
But it definitely replaced it for me. I was very, very much emotionally attached to certain foods. And I didn't realize how emotionally attached I was until I was diagnosed with ADHD.
Yeah. Do you feel like that has been the catalyst for self-awareness?
I think, no. My journey on GLP-1s.
Okay.
Surprise!
Yes. Let's talk about that.
It's so funny because people will ask me, what are you doing? Nobody's asked me outright. And I've been waiting. Have you tried a GLP-1? If people ask me, I tell them 100%.
Yeah.
I come from the generation that used to inject a tan. Okay. You mean to tell me there's an injectable that makes me stop eating shit? Fantastic. I'm going to climb on that. But I still said to myself, okay, I'm going to lose 20 kilos by myself. And I did. Yeah. And then I thought, okay, maybe this is working. Let me just continue. And at that point, I was just eating mindfully. Like, you know what you're supposed to eat. You know what you're supposed to avoid. It was hard.
We all do have that knowledge,
yes,
right?
But
we know.
It's hard.
It is hard.
So we don't stick to it. And also the ADHD brain goes, well, I need dopamine, like now.
Yeah, now, give it to me.
Yeah. Cupcakes. And then I just stopped losing. And I thought, okay, well, what's going on here? My logical brain now goes, girl, you were not active. You were a couch potato trying to eat well. Like, what did you expect? So I saw my GP and I just said, look, am I a candidate for this? And they were like, yeah, let's start you on a very low dose of Mounjaro and let's see what happens. And it worked very well. Let me tell you, it works exceptionally well.
Yeah.
Within the first 8 weeks, I'd lost 9 kilos.
Sure. Yeah.
But I didn't quite enjoy, and I think some people do like it. I didn't quite enjoy the fact that I couldn't eat.
Okay.
Like when I tell you, it switches off any desire to eat whatsoever. Like you could be in a restaurant and you're like, I'm not hungry.
Just not hungry.
You can walk into a bakery, you know the smell of a bakery. Just not phased. Not phased at all. Anyway, we decided to increase to 5 milligrams, and that's when I stopped eating completely. Okay. And I went back and I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like me knowing, coming from the beauty background, my hair is going to start falling out. My nails are going to start becoming brittle. I'm going to start aging prematurely. Like there's so much that goes into proper nutrition. and lacking nutrition. And I was like, this is not sustainable.
No.
Bearing in mind, my doctor put me on a eating plan with GLP-1. And she was like, you need to follow this, okay? Yeah. I was like, this is like plug and play. I don't need to follow nothing. Like, I'm not going to even feel like eating. It's fine. Didn't enjoy the feeling. And then weaned off because I said to her, I just can't carry on like this. Like, I think I went 3 days where I ate nothing.
Sure, yeah. That's
not sustainable. And I'm a parent to 2 very small human beings. Yeah. So I think my sense of responsibility kicked in very early. And at that time I'd lost 9 kilos. And I was
literally.
And And it's so funny because when I lost that weight so quickly, nobody noticed online. Yeah. Not a single person. I think I went on it in August last year and I came off the first week of October.
So you weren't even on it all that long?
No. But within 6 weeks of stopping, I gained 5 back. And it was like that kick me moment. Like you had the opportunity.
Yeah. And it's expensive. It's
a very pricey little exercise. But I had this opportunity to change my habits while getting results.
And I still didn't
do it. And that's when the self-awareness started.
And like, you so easily could have spiraled though.
Yeah.
But you chose that as your moment to uplift and empower yourself.
100%. Because it was that moment and I needed it. And if I had to go back, I would do it again.
Yeah.
Because I needed it to go, okay, well, you don't have any other choice now.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
Because it's just about this. Are we saying mindset?
It is mindset. It is. And I think it was that moment where I was like, you wasted this, girl.
Yeah.
You certainly can't afford to do it again. And you know what it did to you. Made you very scared about what would happen. And I probably wouldn't do it again if I had the choice now. Because I didn't enjoy the idea of not eating.
Yes, yeah.
And I think that's when the whole thing came. It's like you had this 9 kg loss.
Which is not small by any
stretch. It's not small at all. And you're left with like a 4 kg loss. And if you carry on the way you're going, you're just going to make it, you're going to keep gaining and gaining and gaining and gaining. Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? And it got to a point where I was so upset. I was so upset with myself. My husband wasn't too keen on me doing this. He's very much like matter of fact, logical. You know what you need to do. Why are you trying to take shortcuts? Yeah. Let me tell you, being on a GLP-1, it's not a shortcut. Like if you sustain that weight loss, let me tell you, I think you've put in the work. Because I was like, no, fine,
got it.
It's okay. Humble pie. And it was a day, and my husband does kick himself for being a little bit, I think he felt like he was a bit harsh in this moment.
Okay.
But it it sort of altered my brain chemistry. Yeah. And I was so upset and I was like, I hate my body. I hate the way I look. And I was going on and he kept saying, but you don't hate it enough. And I was like, actually I don't, because I'm not doing anything about it. Yeah. You know, I hate this notion of do it because you love your body. What a crock of shit.
Crock of shit. And you said that to me. You were like, the first time we started talking about this, you were like, I had to hate myself enough. And I thought about it and I thought, okay, that's quite a.
And when you hear it, it's like, that's ugly. You don't say that to yourself. But you know what? Do it because you love your body did to me. Nothing. I became complacent.
Yeah. Or like for others, years and years of yo-yo.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Or, I mean, the last time I loved my body, I was pregnant, growing Blair. And guess what happened? I gave it everything it wanted because I loved it so much.
Right. Taking care of it.
There's a difference between doing it because you love your body and appreciating your body. Yeah. I appreciated my body. I certainly didn't love it.
So what was going through your head then when he said that to you?
I was a bit taken aback initially. And then, I was on a journey of self-awareness at the time. So I did have to just take it in, mull it over. And it was one of those scenarios where I didn't want him to be right, and he was.
Yeah.
And that kick-started it immediately. And then we had a conversation, and he was like, right, let's hear your excuses. And he came up with a solution to every excuse I had.
Right.
I don't have time in the day. Wake up early. Yeah, but you train in the morning. I can train for 1 hour, and then you go and train for 1 hour. Somebody's always watching the kids.
Yeah.
He's like, I will train from 5 to 6, 3 days a week. You only get 2 days a week, and then train 6 to 7 the rest. Mm-hmm. No problem. And then when you're training at 6 to 7, I'll get the kids ready for school. And then you just come and fetch them and take them to school. And it just snowballed and snowballed and snowballed into solution after solution after solution. And it was like, I'm giving you a solution to change your habits, to kickstart something. Mm-hmm. Go and train. I loved training. I come from a fitness background. Like I know what my body responds to. So I knew what I needed to do.
Yeah.
It's just hard to get into it. And he literally gave me a solution on a silver platter, and he said, take it. And I did. It did help that he was in the best shape of his life, and he trained 6 days a week, and I sort of acclimated to his habits.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That does make it somewhat, I don't want to say easier.
No, it makes it so much easier.
But you've got that backing.
Yes, because also there was never a case of guilt for doing that.
Yeah.
Because he knew.
But even meals as well, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not having a separate meal to him, because I think that's a killer for a lot of people, right?
It is. It is.
I'm eating my broccoli and rice and chicken.
So basically what we did was like the base of the kids' meal was our meal.
Okay.
It wasn't like saucy and all that. It's very boring and bland. Like it is what it is. But food became very matter of fact. And that's where I do appreciate my ADHD medication. Because I think that also helps override, like my logical brain overrides my emotional brain a lot more than it did.
Yeah.
So I may be like, oh, but I really want that. And then my logical brain kicks in and goes, okay, but you're going to have to just work that out tomorrow. Do you really want to do that? No, you don't need it. Just you eat it because you're hungry.
Yeah.
And then you're going to feel full. So just eat it.
So something that we all watch online with you as well, and we have watched, and it's the little, I found this at Woolies and it's so divine and I just love it. And it's, I mean, you don't do it all the time, but it is something that we
yes,
know.
like those kiwi berries. Oh, divine.
Right. And there was a yogurt as well at one stage.
Yes. Oh.
Or the drinks and that. So
Pellegrino.
That was it.
Blood orange.
That was it. So you do love taking us on that adventure, that, that, and you're not doing that as frequently, right? Anymore. No. You've switched it up with your gym.
So let me tell you what occurred over December. I know, who the hell does this over December? So I got into the sort of habit of training I wouldn't say consistently. It was like 3 days a week. It still wasn't early in the morning because I was like, I'm too tired. I still bring up excuses. So it was the end of November going into December. I had started training in the morning. Before then, it was like in the day, because I've got a very flexible schedule, but a very volatile one. So things chop and change. Another thing of like self-awareness was how little respect I had for myself, how little I felt I was worth, because I would make a time over lunchtime, for example, to go and like, Kayleigh, you're going to run on the treadmill. You're going to see how your body feels running. And then somebody will go, hey, Kay, can you do me a favor? Do you have time today? Like, no, I don't have time.
No.
I've scheduled a meeting for myself to look after myself. But I was going, sure, no problem.
No problem.
Meeting canceled. You're now in.
Yeah.
Like I made time for everyone else and not me. How little self-worth. Gross.
When you frame it like that, right?
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Like you've got to be quite matter of fact about it. And then that kept, popping up. And I've eventually thought back to my husband going, silver platter, it's train in the mornings. Nobody's awake.
Yeah.
People aren't going to phone you for favors. They're all sleeping. People aren't going to phone you for work. They're all sleeping. There is no guilt. The kids are even sleeping before you get home. And that's where the morning routine started. But end of November, beginning of December, my husband decided we're going to do a food challenge. And it was, brace yourself, no sweets, no chocolate, no chippies, no snackies, no snacking on the kid stuff, no soda, no carbonated beverages, no processed sugar, no takeaways, cooking at home only, food is matter of fact, it's not fluffed up and made pretty. Electrolyte, 1 electrolyte a day, 2 liters of water, coffee, tea, water, that's the only sort of beverage you can have. And if you want a Coke Zero, because I love Coke Zero, you can have 1 small can on a Saturday, and if you deviate from this plan, you owe each other 100 Rand.
$100 was the stake.
In Cyril's economy,
right?
I mean, that's going to motivate me. And initially I was like, it's like I'm not even living. And my husband went, okay, but then eat the shit. Like, what do you want me to say? And eventually I was like, okay, I'm going to stick this out because I don't want to give my husband 100 Rand. And I stuck it out we did it for 8, I think it was 8 to 10 weeks.
Sure, okay.
And it became a habit. Now I'm not as anal about it. Like if I want a Coke Zero, I'll have a Coke Zero. But my food is also still very matter of fact. Yeah. It's like, is this going to fuel me? Am I doing like legs the next day? So I'm going to up my carb intake the night before. I need more energy for that. It's very matter of fact.
Yeah. And let's be honest. Even if you don't know, like if we don't have a marker in our corner telling us, or haven't had the fitness background, there is nothing that you cannot find
on the internet.
Right. The stuff, I mean, I've had ChatGPT work out my protein intake for me. Like, okay, double check it with the doctor as well. But you can build it for yourself. You can arm yourself with that knowledge. It's available to you.
But I think that what the problem is, so most people will look at that and be like, but that's really restrictive. It's like, yes, but what did not restrictive do for you?
Or maybe restrictive is a word we have to change as well, right? Because
like I can still have what I want to have. I just have to pay my husband 100 Rand. Like there's nothing stopping me. But do I really want to do it? No. And I think what that exercise did, and he didn't say it up front, it showed me that I do have self-control if I've prioritized something, but I have to get to the point of prioritizing it. And that was building the habit of training consistently. I train 6 days a week.
Yeah.
I do have the benefit of having a background in it. So I know what to do, but I train 6 days a week. So I'm not going to waste my session by eating crap. Yeah. I remember the one day I ate an entire bag of those like chocolate covered shortbread things from Woolies.
Yeah.
And I think I enjoyed it for like 3 handfuls, and then I stopped enjoying it, but this became so automatic. And eventually I just ate the entire bag. And I didn't even realize I was doing it. This whole was just automatic, and I was distracted at the time. So that's when I also had to make the deal with myself, don't snack while distracted. Because when you're done, you're done. You don't have to finish it.
Something a lot of us struggle with, right?
It is, but if you do it often enough, it becomes a habit. Habit building is the biggest problem.
Yeah. I read something, I think you read it too. You mentioned it the other day actually. Atomic Habits.
Yes, right? James Clear.
Yeah.
What a legend.
And putting those systems in place.
Yes.
Something like Jess said in another podcast, like setting yourself up for success. So what is it going to look like? So we can sit here and say, I want to lose weight. Okay, well, what is the system you're going to put in place to ensure you reach that goal?
Yeah.
So if you have not read Atomic Habits,
please do.
Please get your hands on a copy, audio book, actual copy, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Because it is so basic in its principle, right? Like, but of course, how many times I want to lose weight or I want to run a 10K, but you don't have the systems in place to help you get there.
It's like some people will meal prep, what's the saying? Fail to prepare, prepare to fail.
Yeah.
I can't do meal prepping. I get so bored, and then by the fourth Tupperware in the fridge, I'm like, I don't want to risk it. So I just don't buy shit. Yeah. I mean, I do buy little snacky things for the kids, but we did the no snacking on the kids stuff for so long that it's now a habit. I don't even touch it. So I just feel like you've just got to, that's where self-awareness comes in. Yeah. Just find out what you respond to. I think people are trying to, they look at this box and they go, okay, but that works for them. So I've got to try it. Yeah. I can't meal prep. Like, don't tell me to meal prep. I'm not going to, it's going to get boring. And my ADHD brain's going to go, yeah, I'm over it, eh?
And some people are really good at it. And that's what, like,
some people love structure.
Some people love that.
Exactly.
Some people thrive on a midday workout or whatever. But it just, you've got to look at your situation, your current situation, and go, well, what is going to work for me?
Yeah.
How do I make this work? And then set up the systems.
Exactly.
You said something just now, which I thought was so important, is about making yourself a priority. And we
every single morning
do that.
And I think that was one of the things that this whole journey that was just for you, Shireen. This whole exercise has taught me is how much power I gave back to myself by choosing myself first before everyone else. Because normally I am the biggest people pleaser. I will cancel anything that I've got going on and slot you right in. No problem. But first thing in the morning, I may be a people pleaser for the rest of my life. I don't know.
Yeah.
But first thing in the morning at Sparrow's Fart, when you're not awake, I can put myself first and I'll feel guilty. So it's that in waking up with the intention of making you the most valuable person in your life right now. And that gave me so much more power and so much more self-worth.
Talk to me about that in the frame of motherhood, because some people would think that is selfish. But without understanding how necessary it is to prioritize yourself.
Yeah.
Are we saying over and above your kids?
No, because my kids are sleeping. What does it matter?
They
have no idea. The only thing that does happen is my son will pick me up from school and ask for a ride on the shoulders. And I will pick up his 19 kg body and I'll hoist him right onto my shoulders and he'll go, wow, mommy, you're so strong. And I'll be like, yes, I am, boy.
I am. Yes, I am.
That's the only time they notice. But he also knows that mommy goes to gym, daddy goes to gym.
That's like such great modeling, right?
Isn't it? How do I expect my children to live a healthy life if I don't model it for them? If I don't show them that I'm also healthy? And I think there was, not only did having a daughter redirect my frame of mind with how people treated me and what I would allow, it redirected me when I was tearing myself apart in the mirror, thinking, I'll be damned if my daughter does this to herself. Yeah. And I mean, we've got a thing in our house, you're not fat. This doesn't make you fat. No. Yeah. It's nutritious and it's healthy. And then sometimes snacks aren't, but that's why we have them sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. So when I said just now, like prioritizing yourself over and above your children, like, and it can be, I think it can be so twisted, right? Like we have this belief as moms that we shouldn't be doing that. We shouldn't be putting ourselves first. And we shouldn't be prioritizing.
I also had the same belief, but it was also an excuse.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? It's
an excuse.
Opt-out.
Yeah, it's the easiest cop out, and I think the people who have that mindset, that's their cop out, and they just want everybody to follow suit.
Yeah, because
the more people who follow suit, the more it feels acceptable. The more it feels like, okay, no, actually, I am right. But you're not.
What belief about yourself had to change?
That I couldn't rely on myself.
Because you can.
But I can. I get up every single morning, even when I got a random tickle in the back of my throat and I'm like, oh, maybe I don't feel like I should do this. I show up.
Yeah.
I show up tired. I show up not wanting to be there. I think it also taught me that, and I was exactly there, people rely on motivation to just appear. I'm just not motivated. It's not motivation, it's discipline. I am a very disciplined person and I didn't think I was. Yeah. Motivation doesn't get me up at 4:30. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Discipline does.
For sure. And that consistency of the discipline.
Yeah. And I think that's where most women fail, is they're waiting for motivation.
Yeah. But what keeps you disciplined?
Before, I would have said the results.
Yeah.
And I think they do play a big part. I mean, I am getting stronger. But I had to change my mindset from weight loss to strength. Because you can always get stronger. So reframing the whole weight loss thing, like where does it end? Where are you happy? Yeah. You probably will never be happy. So you'll just keep losing and losing and losing and losing and losing, and then
or being so frustrated that you're not losing.
Exactly. And then what?
And then what?
You're still not going to be happy, I promise you. But reframing it to strength and having my son go, wow, mommy, you're so strong. Yeah. That's what keeps me disciplined.
That must feel great.
It feels amazing. It feels amazing. Yeah, just yesterday he asked for to go on my shoulders. He's 19 kilos. And I just picked him up by his hips and I just hoisted him and put him on my shoulders. And my husband went, that was impressive. I was like, I'm impressed.
How did you feel?
I felt great.
Yeah.
But I think it's important to understand what helps you lose is what helps you maintain. You can't just get somewhere and then stop.
Yeah.
And that's why I would fail. I would get to a goal weight and then stop. Or I wouldn't feel happy. And then my brain goes, okay, well, that was a waste. And go straight back square one.
Yeah.
But I can always get stronger and I can always test myself. And it's always going to be harder. If it isn't hard, you're not working hard enough.
Yeah.
But it's the fact that I can do it. I am determined enough to do it. And I show up for myself every single day because I expect my children to do the same. Yeah.
You're a great role model.
Thanks.
Hey?
I'm addicted to Coke Zero still. So
that's okay.
That Aspara team is going to catch up with me one day.
Some things never change. It's okay. It's okay. How are you showing up differently as a wife and as a mom?
I'm not. So this is, since the day I met Marco, I was never, ever insecure. Don't know what it is. And that was probably the moment I realized I was going to marry this man. But I never felt insecure. Until before this. Until before I changed my mindset. To be insecure about your marriage is hardcore.
Yeah.
It's like the lowest of the low. It really, especially for somebody who's anxious. It was not a good feeling.
Yeah.
And I think modeling his habits as well, and him seeing that I do care for myself and I do care for my health. And I do put myself first because, as the great Moira Rose said, if airplane safety videos have taught me anything, David, it's that a mother puts her own mask on first. So if I'm not okay, our kids are not okay. But there's this level of confidence that has come from losing the weight. And it's so funny because the weight was never the goal. Strength was the goal. The weight came with it. The weight was like a side effect of it. Yeah. And every time somebody goes, oh, but you're so skinny. I'm like, that's not a goal.
Yeah, that wasn't the goal.
Skinny's not the goal. Yeah. Like I want to be the strongest version of myself. You know, when the kids are like talking, like, well, my daddy does this.
Yes.
And my mommy, if my identifier is, well, my mommy is so strong, I'm good.
Yeah, that's like a whole mindset shift, right? That we all need to make. Because okay, yes, I am older than you, but like we've grown up.
Not by a lot, Lauren.
Okay, just a smidgen.
Just a teeny bit.
But we've all grown up, and I'm not saying anything that none of us don't already know, but in that era of, you know, celebrities in bikinis and how fat they were. And
like the Heat magazine. Oh my gosh, this celebrity gained so much weight. Look at her, how fat she looks in a bikini. That was literally the headlines we grew up with.
Yeah.
So like body dysmorphia is very much a thing.
Is very much a thing. And I think also our generation of mothers as well were very much in the diet culture, you know, popping those, you know, appetite suppressants. And
what was that thing? Simply Slim. Do you remember that? I remember it came out when I was in varsity and it sent one of my professors to hospital. She got so sick.
Really?
I was like, yo, these people are playing with fire.
Yeah.
There I am injecting melanotan to get a bit tanner.
Well, you know.
I don't even know what's in there.
The things we put our bodies through, right?
Yeah, but we'll do anything.
But we will. But I was talking to someone the other day and I was like, when it comes to weight loss, hair loss, not hair loss, hair removal, we all wish that there was a magic wand. We all wish that there was a quick fix, right? There simply isn't.
We live in a friend of mine, she calls it the instant gratification nation. And if I can tell you from experience, it's not sustainable. It's not meant to last forever. I think there's a place for some of it, but you do have to put in the work as well.
That's the thing.
You can't just expect to be the same and then go back to normal.
Yeah.
Because whatever came from it, like people taking a GLP-1, whatever comes from that process will stop the moment you do and get straight back to where you were.
But it's just that it's hard work, right? It's just, and that's the thing, we've just got to get comfortable with that idea, is that it is work.
It is, but I think everybody's there's this, not everybody, but there's this common thing of like, but fitness is just not my thing. Fitness should be everybody's thing. Okay, fitness is not a hobby. It's a absolute priority.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what that looks like.
Yeah.
We were chatting about it, like Lauren rides horses. If I've ridden a horse for maybe 20 minutes, best believe I'm going to be walking like I rode a horse for a week and a half. There's a level of fitness that comes from riding horses.
Yeah.
I love the gym. I love the gym environment because it's my time. I can't handle a competitive environment.
Yeah.
So I would never go into High Rocks or CrossFit like my husband does, but he loves the competition. That works for him. Every single person should be doing something in the way of fitness.
Find something that floats your boat, whether it be dancing, whether it be running, whether it be yoga, Pilates, whatever. There's got to be something, right?
But here's the thing, and this is where I'm going to ruffle some feathers. And I see it a lot. And people are constantly in my DMs like, I'm feeling so uncomfortable in my clothes. I really want to lose some weight. But tell me what you're doing. And I mean, I'll tell them what I'm doing. Oh, but you see, I love eating this but that's not living and that's too restrictive and I don't have time and I don't like the gym and I've never been fit. Then go buy bigger pants. Go buy a bigger top.
Yeah.
Then you won't feel uncomfortable in your clothes anymore.
True.
Like people just don't want to put in the work. People don't want to prioritize fitness. And I was there 100%, popping GLP-1s once a week. And I learned the lesson, a very valuable, very, very pricey lesson, but I learned it. It's diet and exercise.
It's diet and exercise.
But the vagueness of that is the reason why people don't start. And we spoke about atomic habits, building those structures in place and those systems. What about diet and exercise? I am going to wake up on Wednesday morning, which is tomorrow. None of the start on Monday bullshit. Okay. We don't start on it. Start from the day you decide.
Make that decision.
Because if you wait for Monday, you are going to talk yourself out of it. I know you. So say like it's a Wednesday morning, right? I'm going to go wake up at 5:30. I'm going to get to the gym by 5:45. I'm going to train from 5:45 to 6:30. And I'm going to go on the treadmill. I'm going to walk. I'm going to suss out the lay of the land because I haven't been in the gym environment. I'm going to watch what everybody does. And I'm going to start sussing out what I can do. Every day, I'm going to Monday, legs. Tuesday, back and biceps. Wednesdays, chest and triceps. Thursdays, shoulders and abs. Fridays, little booty workout. Saturday, a full body. Be specific. I'm going to go grocery shopping today. And I'm not going to buy this, and this. Because most people know what not to buy. They don't know what to buy.
Yeah.
Cut out the stuff that you shouldn't be buying. Because if you've got to say, is this good for me or not? It probably isn't. Don't buy it.
But also, I think, set yourself up for success in terms of don't buy shit that you don't want to eat either.
Exactly.
So maybe you don't like broccoli.
Then don't buy broccoli.
Find something else.
No, my husband doesn't eat broccoli.
And that's what we get so caught up in the should. Well, I need my my lettuce and my salad. Oh, I couldn't stand it. Cucumber. No, so I don't make salads with that stuff in it because I don't enjoy it. So don't do the stuff you don't enjoy.
No, exactly.
Because then you will fail.
But I also think it's important to find out where this tie to food comes from. Is it an unhealthy emotional tie? And are you maybe lacking dopamine like I was? Yeah. Because that could be the reason why we're not getting anywhere. Yeah. And I think a lot of women, especially after baby, go through a massive dopamine dip. They really need to go and consult their doctors about it. It helped me and it's probably going to help many.
Yeah, for sure. We just don't place enough importance on it, right?
It's like, I'm not losing weight. It may not just be because you're eating crap and not exercising. It may be you're actually stagnant because of something else.
Exactly.
So go get a full workup.
Yeah. Put in Prioritize yourself. Put it in the diary.
But that is putting in the work. That's what I don't understand. Most people just think like, okay, but then I've got to get up and it's going to be hard and I've got to go to the gym. And no, you even going to the doctor to consult about your weight, it could be affecting your health.
Yeah.
You're putting in the work. Just do something.
Just do it.
And even people who go on to GLP-1s long term, they're a candidate for it long term. You are still doing something about it.
Exactly.
And I'm proud of you for it. Don't just,
and that's the thing. GLP-1s, they work for some, they don't for others.
Exactly. I was a candidate, but I really wasn't actually. I didn't have the necessity to go on it long term. I feel like the benefits of it long term usage far outweigh the benefit of short term. Short term is very short lived. Short term, short lived.
Yeah, true. If you were going to stay the same, if you hadn't had this epiphany, if you hadn't had the support from Marco, do you think you still eventually would have gotten to this point by yourself?
No. Okay. I needed tough love. Another thing that I needed was to stop listening to people go, but give yourself some grace. I hate hearing that. People are very kind and they mean well. But me giving myself grace is sitting back and going, okay, now I don't have to do anything about it because they've basically given me permission to not do anything. I needed tough love. I mean, my husband still to this day kicks himself for being so harsh about it. But it was the only thing that redirected my train of thought about it. Sometimes you just do need a bit of tough love.
Yeah.
And I've said it to people before. So you feel uncomfortable. Here are some solutions. Excuse. Cool. Go buy bigger clothes. Because you don't actually want to do this. This is not a priority for you. So just go buy bigger clothes and you'll feel more comfortable.
Do you think that sometimes there's a base level of fear about changing habits, changing routine, changing?
People do get, I mean, I'm afraid of change. Can't stand it. But change that benefits you in the long run, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, don't ask me to move countries. It's not going to happen. But I feel like change is scary, but I never got anywhere in my comfort zone. Yeah. And that was true testimony that you do need to step outside of it to make something happen. And like in the background, you know about it, launching a business. It's scary, but you have to be a little scared. Like all the best things happen when you're a little bit scared.
Right.
Yeah.
What does this journey, okay, so I'm not going to ask you if you're done, if you're finished, if you're complete in this journey.
Do you know what my worst is? Do you know what my worst is? Wow, amazing. Keep going.
Oh, that is the worst, right?
Like, how do you know I'm not done? Well, I'm not done, but you know, like there will be some people who are like so happy with the way they look, and I don't recommend it. We'll have a goal and that's the end because you know you do have to still work at it. Keep going.
Do you know how tired I am?
Yeah,
but that's also the thing, right? It's understanding that there is no end point. This is now a forever thing.
It's a lifestyle.
This is, you know, there are certain realizations that you've come to and you're like, well, this is how I sustain. This is how I continue. You know, when you see those older ladies, I want to say grannies, like that super fit, like 75-year-old
and they
granny,
started in their 30s and they never stopped. Yeah.
And they never stopped.
And because they've got muscle mass, they are so healthy. And if they do have a problem with their health, their muscle mass keeps them going.
Yeah. And that's the education and the mindset shift that we need to get to, because for so long, again, this is not revolutionary or anything, we've been chasing the number on the scale. So when I get to that number, I'll be done.
I got to a number and I was still not happy.
Yeah. Well, because it's not about the number.
No, because also like your weight loss comes with new challenges now. Like nobody sees the loose skin. Yeah. That I have to tuck in.
You've always been so honest about that.
I know. I mean, okay, everybody's seen the loose skin. But for the most, you don't see like the fact that I've got skin literally cascading over my underwear. You don't see the fact that I'm riddled with stretch marks. There are certain insecurities that, like, yes, cool, I've lost weight, and to everybody's like, oh, well done. But I'm still not as strong as I want to be. I don't think I'll ever be as strong as I want to be. I'm going to just keep getting stronger. But I think it is important to acknowledge, number one, you don't know how somebody is feeling behind closed doors. But there's also this shift into social media where people think that they deserve an insight into everybody's lives. I saw somebody posted this thing on their stories the other day. Should influencers disclose if they've been on a GLP-1? Like, since when do you think you've got?
Yeah.
When did that become a prerequisite of you following something that you need to know now their medical records?
Yes, exactly.
Would you like a blood
Boundaries
sample?
have been blurred.
Yeah.
Completely.
Unless you are a fitness professional, you are selling a program that claims to give you this amazing result, but you don't disclose that you actually went on a GLP-1 to make it go faster.
Yeah.
That's when I've got a problem. But since when do we have to disclose everything about ourselves?
No.
Like, would you like to know my medical aid number? Would you like to know my blood type? Should I just give you everything I could possibly give you now?
Do you feel like people have been a bit pushy with you?
No, because they're not actually telling me outright.
Okay. Do you feel like
I feel like everybody's sort of like going under the radar. They don't want to ask, but I want you to ask. Yeah. Like, I'm a flipping open book, but don't be scared to ask me something, but also don't pussyfoot around it. Because I know there's the tone.
Yeah.
There's the tone. And it's always coupled with, what's your secret?
What's your secret? What has this journey meant to you?
That I can rely on myself, and that my time is incredibly valuable.
Yeah.
And if that's the only thing I took from it, amazing.
Yeah.
And that my husband and my son think I'm pretty impressive.
Pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
And how do you see yourself differently today than you did before starting the journey? We call it the journey.
I don't know. I'm a lot more confident, although I have my own insecurities outside of my size. I don't know why size became such a thing for us. Like, I look at myself in the mirror at the gym while I'm training. I'm like, I'm one badass mofo.
I love that.
I gotta be honest. I gotta take a little brag moment. But I am badass, and my son thinks I'm badass.
That you are.
So, winning.
Words of wisdom to share with anyone who's feeling stuck right now.
Most people fail because they want perfection. They think if it's not perfect, it's not worth it. My entire journey is built on imperfect days. You don't need the full hour session. You don't need the perfect plan. You don't need the perfect meal breakdown. You don't need the perfect week for it to count. There are some days that I just do 20 minutes, but it's those accumulated 20 minutes that made most difference, because ordinarily I would have been, I shouldn't go because it's not actually worth me doing anything. And I've seen more progress doing this, going for the 20 minutes and going back home, than I ever did making an excuse. We don't strive for perfection. Consistency over perfection, and consistency over intensity any day. If it means you wake up and you walk on the treadmill for 20 minutes, you did more than you ever did, which was going to just be maybe lying in bed for the 20 minutes. You moved your body, you honored your body, and you put yourself first for the day. But don't go into it striving for perfection, because it's not going to look perfect. But just stay consistent. Even if I don't feel like training, I will still get up. I'll still go to the gym. If I walk through the doors and I still haven't had that let's see what I can do in 30 minutes, I'll sit down at the Plato and have a coffee. But I still woke up, I got in my car, and I got there.
You showed up, yeah.
It's not about what you do. It's about keeping the habit.
Yeah.
And the habit is not what you do in the gym. It's about walking through the door.
But thank you for being so candid with us today and breaking it down for us. And I think it might not be the exact answer that everyone was, but I think you've been very clear about what it is, how it is, what your mental state was. And I think this conversation went well beyond just weight loss, And I think really what Kayleigh has summed up for us today is what it takes to change and who you have to become in the process.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And of course, if you've got any other questions,
Pop them down below.
hit her up. Thanks, Kayleigh.
Thanks, La.
Bye.
Bye.